something I've looked on and commented on many times. If you are indulging in an expensive kitchen refurb or a bathroom refurb, before you start with anything, do not ask your kitchen fitter or your builder how what you are proposing will hold up with time. Ask somebody's cleaner. The other thing that's really important, especially when you're doing, because we're seeing all these ideas now about people painting tiles, painting splashbacks, worktops, it's all been done before. It's all been done before. Nothing is new. Now, material sciences do get better with time. So whereas probably you would paint something, maybe 40 years ago, and it would be gloss paint or emulsion paint, and it wouldn't do very well, I painted that with eggshell, and it's held up really well, and I'm very pleased with it. It was a 1980s dresser, and I painted it with eggshell, and it's held up beautifully. The things that were painted with chalk paint at the same time have not, because that stuff wears badly. It looks horrible. So when you're doing those cheap and cheerful, oh, it'll hold out for a month or two things, or I can't afford it now, I'll live with it for a couple of years hacks, before you open a tin of paint or spend a penny, really have a look to see how well it will actually wear. Because whilst you might look at your wonderful 1970s tiling and think, oh, I can't afford to replace it, I'll just paint it all black or grey or whatever, there might be other ways that you could perk it up without spending actually even as much money as painting it black or grey or whatever. For example, taking out the grout with something like a Dremel and re-grouting it and going with the retro tiles that would wear very well, because despite what you hear about people saying, oh, I've had this and it's worn really well. Yeah, okay, sometimes it does. But more than it wears well, it really doesn't wear at all. So for the love of God, before you do anything like that, check.